Excuse me, if that actually is what happened. So let's try that again. We are monsters. In the meantime, let's talk about the description here. We are the monsters. Y is to move. Left click is to launch your blobs. You must pick some up first. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to change the graphics mode. I'm not completely sure that I would call this a game. It's more like a relaxing that you can space out. Hopefully you'll find quite some fun messing around with it. I wasn't able to work on the first day, so this was made in 48 hours even though it's a jam entry. I realize that this doesn't fit the theme particularly well. I had originally intended to make a game about a blob monster that consumed things to grow bigger. My blob didn't have a monstrous feel, but I liked how it looked, so I decided to go with a slightly different direction to the game. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, here it is. Yep, ink. Yeah. Oh wow, the controls is really snappy. You couldn't tell, but it's really snappy. You almost stop dead in place. Yoink. Yoink. Yoink yoink. Yoink yoink. Yoink yoink. Yoink yoink. Yoink yoink. Can I spit stuff out? Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, we did it. Alright, let's see if I can grow any larger. I know that those purple ones doesn't really do anything. They just kind of disappear very quickly. Yeah. Yoink. Wee. Consume everything. I'm wondering what they're using for the rendering here. I can tell it's a Unity game. It's gonna be really hard to consume all the whites. And I'm just shrinking as it is. Oh, it looks like the download's done for the Tenenbaum game. Yeah, roll. Just shoot at everything. The sound effect is really annoying. If like, it sounds really repetitive. That's the main problem I'm hearing here. So it might be more useful if the sound effect, if you alter the sound effect in some way every once in a while. Like one thing I like to do is randomize the pitch a lot. I'm actually reminded more of, what's the game? I want to call it Orbitus, but I know that's the wrong one. I know Agario is probably the one people are going to be most reminded of, but, Orbitus? Darn it, I forget the name. Now, obviously, it has been stated in the description that this game has no objective, so I'm just kind of playing around and experimenting with what the heck's going on. Yeah, it definitely feels like a bigger game was in mind. Was in mind when they put this, because already a lot of the game mechanics are already there. It's just like it's so messy right now that I think what I assume is the person who was trying to make it was not able to pull in an objective to it that felt good, and just kind of went along with, oh well, whatever it is, I'm just gonna go with this. But yeah, a lot of things are like, a lot of concepts are like already there, I can tell. A lot of actual gamey concepts, that is. What happens if I just stay in the center? Challenge. Well, it was mentioned. It's being mentioned here in the chat that Agario really has no objective, but arguably it's about surviving as long as possible, right? And, you know, that can be a plausible objective for this game as well, to be completely honest. Although, one, like, issue I'm already seeing right now is I don't even know, if I just stand still like this, I don't even know what I'm controlling anymore. I can tell it's the biggest thing because, you know, I'm paying attention to it, but some people might not be nearly as attentive, so they might get lost pretty quickly. It's still interesting, though. At least, you know, it's, like, visually hypnotic and so forth. Well, that was that. Not really sure how to think of this. Wait, they added... Oh! Wait, what? Wait a minute. No way. I remember it said like 1, 2, 3 button did something. Alright, let's see if 1 does anything. Okay, 2 did something. Oh, weird. Alright. Okay, this is what's actually going on. Interesting. And then this... What does 4 do? Alright. I do like that by turning on like different modes, I can kind of tell what the user is doing. That's neat. When you turn it to this kind of graphic mode, it just kind of becomes too easy, I feel like. Interesting. Alright, well now I learned something new about Unity. So yeah, let's rate this. Well, it is somewhere rather higher in the innovation level. As mentioned, there is like Agario and those kind of stuff that already exists. So the wobbly graphics is what makes the game a lot more interesting. But then it has like these super tight controls that I'm not exactly fond of either. Well, yeah, let's just give it high rankings on innovation, because I do think like the concept is interesting, and I do think as a sort of a relaxing simulator, as something like a healing thing, one of those little things where like you put on a table and you just watch it drip. It feels something like that, really. Fun? Not really, to be honest. Theme? Very low. Like I know that there was an idea in mind about it being inspired by monsters, but again, I'm not much of a stickler for themes, to be completely honest. Graphics are pretty good. It's very consistent, in fact. Um, yeah, I give it really high marks. Humor, non-existent. Mood. This is the part I'm kind of debating about. I feel like the music kind of went against the relaxing tone that I think the person was considering taking. So when I kind of take that into account, I don't feel like this was nearly as solid of an entry. Um, I mean, there wasn't anything offensively bad at it, so I do say like overall it's kind of average to me. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the things. I feel like the game might be better if it was more like a relaxing simulation. Kind of like those table toys where you stare at slow moving. What was that? Kind of like those moving lamps. In that sense, the music was rather jarring, as was the repetitive sound effects. The super tight controls was also a bit annoying and unexpected for this game. So that was